Hello guys, in this video I'm going to show you how we did an update to this painting. Basically we did it to the frame. At the beginning we wanted to keep the whole painting, but then we decided it didn't look as good as we thought it would, and we got rid of the painting and we were only using the frame. So this is a two-part video. The first part of the video is just to show you how we did the frame, and we painted it and we made it look very nice. And the second part is, some items that we put on the frame to make it look good. So this is the paint we use. It's a chalk paint. It's a simple white. It's from Michaels, and the brand is Armine. It's we use like half of the bottle, around like 4 to 5 ounces, covering the painting, the frame actually. Sorry, and it looks very nice. I like how it looks at the end, and it's a very nice paint for furniture and some other stuff. Also, we needed to use the wax to protect the paint after the chalk paint, and the wax gave it a very nice look after we apply it. And this is a transparent wax, so it doesn't change the color at all. It just make it look very nice and shiny. We also use tape, painting tape, so we cover the part that we didn't want to paint, but then at the end we decided not to use the painting. So this is a sandpaper. It's a 320 grit, and it's very nice to distress the frame and make it look, to uncover some of the gold parts at the end when we, because we didn't want to make it look solid white, but with some spot like it was like an old frame, kind of a look. So also we use this rag to clean up the frame. We're gonna use that rag to clean up all the dust on the frame, and so we get prepared for painting, and it looks a lot better. Also for any mess that you make, while you paint it, so that way the paint doesn't, stick to any other part of the frame. Okay, so we started by cleaning the frame, preparing the whole all the surfaces that we're gonna apply the chalk paint. Putting a lot of focus on the deep part of this design. Cleaning it up so it doesn't. It looks better at the end when we do the whole painting, and it's easier to paint. So we go over the whole frame and start painting after. So well before we start painting, we had to cover. I did that part, cover the painting, just because we thought that we want to keep it, as I said before, but then at the end we decided we didn't like the painting at all, so we just liked the frame. So anyway, if you want to keep your whatever if it's a mirror or a painting and you want to keep it and you're doing your own project, so you use this tape, blue tape. They sell it like Home Depot, Lowe's, some other hardware store, and they're used for painting. You probably know that. So you apply it to the whole part that you don't want the paint to be to be on. So try to put it as close as you can to the edge of the frame, so that way you don't put white on the painting or the mirror, or you don't but you don't also leave unpainted parts of the frame. So I went ahead and did the whole surrounding, inside surrounding of the painting or the frame, and then I started applying the white chalk paint. I use this brush. They sell it at Michaels too. It's like a big painting brush. It's like a big, how you say that? I forgot the name, but it's a very nice round brush used for this kind of painting. Um, and then I cover the whole frame with as good as I could, cover the whole every single little part of it. And I try not to put a lot, like, because with those deep part of the picture frame of the frame, the paint stay liquid in those parts, and then when they dry, like kind of crack a little bit. So you try to remove, not to leave a lot of uh, little, lot of paint on the deep parts. Try to apply like a layer instead. So I'm going ahead painting the edges, the sides, everywhere, covering the whole thing with the white chalk paint, and it looks very nice so far. It's a nice, very nice paint. We could have just left it like that. So I think it took like 2 hours to dry. So just let it dry for around 2 hours until it's not tacky anymore. So that way when you do second coat, you just cover a little bit better. Or when you would start distressing, you have to let it fully dry. So this is how it looks. It's all dried, very nice. It looks very nice, and it lasted like 2 hours to be like that. And I apply a second coat of paint, so to make it look thick. So this is the next day right now, and I'm gonna start distressing. So I after 2 hours, I did the second coat, and then after the next day, like maybe not even 24 hours, but close to 24 hours later, I started doing the distress. So so you have to let it dry very well for the sanding. So you apply the sandpaper the way I'm doing it here. I kind of did it in one direction, so all the high points get sanded in the same pattern, the same way, so that way it looks very natural distressing. So you just do that in the whole frame. You can do, that part depends on you, on how you like it. You can do a little bit, so you can keep more of the white, or you can do a lot, so you can, have more of the original paint on it, like the gold that this frame had. So I decided to do like, a little bit, not a lot to it. So it looks very nice. I like the way it looks right now. So that's why I didn't do a lot of sanding. But this is how it looks after you do the sanding. And then next you're gonna apply the wax. So you have to clean it up a little bit with the rack. I don't show it here, but I did it before applying the wax. So this is how it looks so far. Very nice. And you see how it looks. So now I started applying the wax. I have a second brush. It comes in pair, those brushes. I don't remember the name of them. The second one is a little one for applying the wax. It's a very nice brush. So you apply a thin layer of wax, and just go over the whole frame, and don't leave a lot of wax on some parts because it will look a little bit yellowish. So try to apply a whole thin layer on it. So if you want, you can go however you want. You don't have to be like a specific direction, but just make sure don't leave a lot of thick parts, because it will look a little bit yellow. Maybe if you like that look, you could just leave it, but I didn't like it, so I tried to do a little bit So here it is. It's all done, dry after the wax. Looks very nice. I actually like. I also removed the painting, as you probably noticed. So, but I like the way it looks. The whole frame looks very like it looks new. It looks like something that you can buy from the store, and but it's actually the whole golden look frame that I had, and it looks very nice now. And then in the next video, I'm gonna show you how I put like something and I hung it, so make it look good, make it look like it.